Forex, what's popping, man? It's been a minute since I made a video. I think it's been almost a month since I made a video, and I've just been putting out the shorts, the same things that I post on TikTok and Instagram Reels. I've been doing that more, man, because it seems like I get more views and it's less work. I don't have to do, like a 10-minute video and stuff like that. It's not as much work to do those videos, but I get like one of them got like almost 100 views. Like they get more views. But honestly, I've also been a little, I don't know, I feel conflicted because I've said in the past like few videos, I said, okay, I'm gonna do swing trading, stick to that. Then I went back to, okay, I'm gonna do intraday trading. Okay, I'm gonna do the POI trading. And like I went back and forth in like multiple videos 3 times. I was like, oh fuck, man, I'm gonna do this, and this, and then now I've changed it again. So I feel kind of dumb for saying I'm gonna do this and this, and then now I'm coming back saying I'm gonna do something different. But at the same time, it's also growth. I probably shouldn't feel that stupid for it, because it's growth. I'm getting better. I'm changing things up, and doing things that will give me better results. So yeah, man, in like September, I decided to do swing trading. And then I did that for a while and was like, man, it's too many pairs. There's too many things going on. I was missing trades. I felt overwhelmed. I feel like trading one pair is just perfect for me. Maybe two, but one pair is really, really great. And then I went to do intraday trading so I could trade one pair. And then I went back to the POI trading, like the break and retest and all that stuff. Innovated it a little bit, started selling resistance and buying support with the hidden supply zones and hidden demand zones. And then now I've gone back to something that I did a long time ago. And I swear I have videos on it. I haven't looked. I think I do. I have breakdowns and stuff on it that I've done before on my computer. And what it is I have it right here. That's a whole bunch of mess. It's this, right? Let me delete all this shit. Nah, fuck it. So it's this, man. It is when price comes up to a POI, I look for divergence, a break of structure, and a lower high, then a level in POI. Divergence, break of structure, high or low, break and retest, level POI. So it's kind of the same shit that I was doing before with the break and retest and all that stuff. And this right here is an example. So how I was, the last video I was talking about how if there's a level of resistance and then there is a hidden supply zone, it wicks way up above and then closes like that. So then we have this entire thing right here. We have this entire POI right here that can be played off of because it wicked above and then closed down below a hidden supply zone. Instead of just selling off of that, right, I have bearish momentum and then creates a level of resistance, and now I have the POI. So I have two confirmations and a POI to take the trade off of. Now I'm thinking of going back, not thinking, I'm definitely going to do it. Now I'm going back to this. And what happens when I do this is now I still have these first two confirmations, but now I wait for price to come back in there. Instead of just immediately setting a sell limit inside of the POI and taking a trade and doing that, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for price to come back in there. I want to see this triple confirmation, divergence, break of structure, lower high, and then I'm break and retest the level in POI just like I was doing before. But now it's going to give me much different results. Now everything's going to be different. Stop losses are going to be better. Risk rewards are going to be bigger. And the way I've been doing it, obviously, it's probably going to change over time like everything else has. Finding the levels, the POIs, anything on the 1 hour and 4 hour. And then going down to the 5 minute to find this setup right here. And then if need be, the level and then the POIs will be found on those. The levels will be on the 5, but the POIs will be on those if need be. And that's how I've been running it, man. And I swear I'm going to go back and look because I definitely think I've made videos on it before. I have a separate trading page where I have those type of breakdowns before on those, but they were like from a year ago. But yeah, if I walk through, I mean, this week had a whole bunch on AU, had a whole bunch of trades like this. So if we just start off on this and go back, price came up to this level. Actually, it came up, I think it came up to a daily, it came up to a daily supply level right here, right? So it came up there so then we can peep the reaction, right? we can see on the 1 hour, we can see from here to here, there's divergence. So that's telling you that's on the 1 hour. That's pretty good. And then after that, what happens is we get 1, 2 rejections. We have a strong push, breaks this previous level of structure right there. And then we have this level of structure. We have this structure right here that is created. So now what we can do is we can go down to the 5-minute and we can look and we can see, okay, well, actually not that. We can go and see, okay, well, are we going to be able to see our triple confirmation, right? So now we have, let's recap. So now instead of before what I was doing, where I would just immediately put a sell limit right here because there's a level POI, whatever. I mean, I probably even wouldn't have, to be honest. Or it would have been right here, so I would have got stopped out if there was a POI right around that area. But now it's like, okay, well, we have a daily supply zone, right? We have divergence. That's 1. We have 1, 2 rejections. That's 2 confirmations. We have a strong push. That broke structure. That's 3 confirmations. And now price is coming back up to a level. And now check it out. Now we have divergence. That's 4. And then price creates a lower high. That's 5. Strong push, break structure. That's 6 confirmations, right? And then now we have this supply zone combined with this entire level. Price drops, comes back up to it, taps it, drops, you know? And then also it looks like there was another continuation play right here that we could have caught. Another one right, let me make this smaller. So we had supply zone or hidden supply level. And then maybe you could have taken that one too. And then that would have been that, right? So there's that. And then this one, strong, incredibly strong push up, entire level, comes back down to test it. Go to the 5, and we wait for the triple confirmation is what I'm going to call it at this point. Divergence coming down into it. Oh, did I lie? Where am I at? Oh, it's not. It's cap. All right, well, whatever. Breaking structure, higher, low, and then we have this level. This supply zone combined with this level. It's still a good example of what it works. Just not exactly divergence, but and then played out beautifully though. You know, there's sometimes when I see when there's no divergence and it still plays out. When there's no higher low or lower high and it still plays out. But then I also see times when there isn't and it doesn't. I wish I had the example. I forgot what pair it was, but there was an example where there was no lower high. It looked beautiful, breaking structure, divergence, but then there was no lower high created as it pulled back. And if I would have taken that trade, I would have lost. But when there's all 3 combined, it seems like I rarely lose. So with the back testing that I've done so far. So that one, and then this one, again, we can just look at structure like higher, low, strong push. Price comes back to this level that was created right here. Bang, right there. Right, breaking a retest situation pretty much. And then look what happens. Price comes down. We have divergence. This is the last piece of structure. So I'm like, so basically what's going to happen is I'm going to set, once this type of thing happens where it breaks out, I'm going to set alerts right here so I know when price gets in there, right? So price would have got in there at basically 12 at night. Took about an hour to form that divergence. And then once I see that it does that, I'm setting another alert right here, and I'm not checking it until it does that and it breaks and closes above. So I already got the alert at like 2 a.m. that it closed and then it broke above it. And then I'm going to look and I'm going to make sure that we have some type of structure created. So this one, there was no level POI right here, so I wouldn't have been taking that. And then after that, basically just watch it and make sure we can get in a trade. And then this level POI happened, right? And that was a beautiful trade. Pit stop trade, and then just flew up. And then the same thing right here. Divergence, break a structure, higher low, pushed up, level POI, take the trade. I don't know why this is down so far, but that's where it should be. And then, yeah, same thing right here. Same thing right here. Divergence, lower high, break a structure, strong push, supply zone. Like what I've been seeing so far with this is how beautiful it is because there's only one setup. It's only divergence, break a structure, lower high, lower low. It's the same exact setup every single time. it's still focusing on price action. It's still doing all the same type of shit I was doing before, using channels, using breaks of structure, using higher time frame confluence. But it's just we're using this one specific setup when it gets in there, and it can be used as both a continuation, mainly a reversal strategy, but both of them, right? So we can see right here, prices in this bearish channel, rejected rejected 1, 2, 3, and then we wait for that fourth tap right around this level. So now with this trade, it's the same kind of thing. Price comes up to whatever level, structure, whatever it is, starts creating a bearish channel. We get a strong push. Now we have this entire level that lines up with this channel, level, channel. That's 2 confirmations. Price is going bearish right now. That's 3 confirmations. Price comes up to here. We set alerts so we know when it gets in there. And then when it gets in there, we got divergence, lower high, break of structure, and then price breaks, closes right here. Then we go to the lower time frames, find the POI, take the trade, and that would be that. So let's see. This looks like that. Go to the 4, 3, 2. Look at the 2. We have this level, supply zone, right? Stop loss is right above. Bang. And it just tanks, right? And then same thing right here. Price tanks, and then look at this. We have the supply zone. Look at price action as it's pulling back into the supply zone. That shit does not look good, right? It looks really weak and really choppy. Go to the 5 minute. Do we have it? Right here we have it. Divergence, right? We get a super strong push. Level, find the POI, take the trade, and then you can see how it like literally just goes straight in there and taps it, and then that's it. So the risk rewards you get on this are a lot different than what I was getting before. But the main thing I like about it is that it's just one setup over and over and over. And the thing that I'm starting to realize now that I'm doing this and that I'm like starting to look at other people who are doing this, I'm seeing that a lot of people who are successful are doing this type of thing where they have one specific setup, whether it be a break and a retest or it be breaking out of channels or anything like this. Like after I started doing this, I saw some random dude on Instagram from like Slovakia or some shit, like somewhere that I've never heard of. And he was doing something similar to this. He was using terms that I've never heard of, but it was the same kind of shit. And it's just one specific setup every single time. And I like that. And it's consistent and it's duplicatable. And it's not, I'm selling resistance and then I'm buying support, and I'm doing head and shoulders here, and I'm breaking and retesting here. It's the same exact setup every single time. So I can get really, really good at this one setup. But at the same time, it's also, the risk rewards are wild. The stop losses are so small, and then I can have higher time frame confluence to find the TPs and stuff. So that's how I'm rocking right now, man. And I'm probably gonna be back on this YouTube stuff pretty soon. Like I said, I was being a little weird about it earlier because, or for the past few weeks because of me changing shit so often. But I don't think I'm gonna change this, man. I think I'm gonna keep this because it rocks, man. It's a shit. It's really, really good. I've been back testing it a lot, having really, really good results. And I also have a free Telegram, so go check out the free Telegram. I'm gonna be exposing myself all 2022. Free signals all 2022. Free content, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and then free signals all 2022. If you think I'm a fake ass trader, go on my Telegram and see if I'm a fake ass trader. The first month in November, I did 10% with the call outs. December, I did minus 4.5 or some shit like that. December was not cracking for me, man. The first month, 10%. Second month, minus 4. And then I haven't traded this month at all. I've been taking a little break. I felt like, I don't know, not overwhelmed, but just, I felt tired of trading. I was just doing it so much. So I'm about to be back next week, most likely taking trades, doing shit. Check out the free Telegram. And this is how I'm rocking now, man. And I'm about to be posting more content. So OFX out.